Everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers, and every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear Nick's the tone as I pull my pain out.
I'm Todd Grisham. Deontay Wilder, bronze bomber. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time.
This bout,
a lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
We see the crowd, the people, the fans. We just cannot wait for this fight to get on.
What a great venue and what a great match. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Quick punch scores. Swing and a miss with the hook. Ronda Rousey once told me when she gets into a fight, her mentality was minimum effort, maximum efficiency.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Ball in the match, go pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
And another hook to the body score. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. Good counter punch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movements.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second.
And there's the bell to start round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
No rest for the weary. Can't connect with that right hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Failing to score with that right hook. It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
You've got to use what you've got. I've got a long reach. I use it all the time. Use the speed. Go straight and make him walk into a chop.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Punching, throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. You can't make a mistake at the a heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. A very competitive round with 10 seconds. Hold it right there. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, he is... There's the bell for round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Good defense there to stop that hook. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose. On to the fourth we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again.
And the bronze bomber goes down. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
Oh, Wilder just got clipped and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again.
Are you okay?
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
Who could forget what happened here May 18th, 2024? Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight title. Alongside me, Johnny. It's Nigel Benn, the Dark Destroyer, one of the greatest English champions of all time. This legendary middleweight fights out of London, England. The Dark Destroyer.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dark Destroyer, introducing Nigel Benn. Fighting out of the blue corner from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dark Destroyer, introducing Nigel Benn.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now, we waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. That jab doesn't score. Straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You don't want to trade shots. There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A perfect counter lands. Start respecting each other's punching power. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Jab does not score. Swing and a miss with that hook. One punch could change everything. Whoa, wait a minute! The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. There's the bell for round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
How you deal with this slugger? You've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in a matador. Pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That's another scoring shot. Nice counter shots. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Nigel Benn has been rocked. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far.
The Dark Destroyer goes down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me it.
Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be. We just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
Get your mind back on the job.
And there's the bell for round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good counter punching. Blocks that right hook. A perfect counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter. Insane action. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
You'd like to see more. Hold it right there. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers. Hold that thought! Oh no! Nigel Benn in big trouble. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Be smart when you go out. Take the rest. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Now, don't want to go low. Come on, let him back into the fight. You're much up and you'll take him out. But he's ready to go. He's gone already. Get shot. Get your boxing back together and put it back on him in this round.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Beautiful counter punch. Hold that thought! Nigel Benn has been rocked. Wow, let's take a another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are ready.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We need to turn this around halfway through.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Catch and shoot. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. His stamina is off the charts. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Let's reset. Forget about that. Hey, play around now. Relax, relax. You're thinking you're smart to win this next round. I need you to go back out there.
There's the bell to start round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
The straight right just misses. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. Look at the size.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Ring Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. This is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. The corner might be thinking about stopping it here. Let's start the 6th. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. How about that time counter shot? The straight right just misses. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance? Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Oh, no. Nigel Benn in big trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nigel Benn has been rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. And the referee's going to allow them to fight. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape. And there's the bell to start round 7. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Good counter punch. His stamina is Nigel Benn overwhelmed with power, and down he goes. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Just wanna fly and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way.
They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Tom. It's Carl the Jack.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Belfast, Northern Ireland, introducing a...
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You couldn't even squeeze through to your seat. This is that tight. The atmosphere is ridiculous.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. This is with the straight left. That counter punch caught him clean. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nobody home with that hook. Nice counter shot. He scores with the counter. What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people are here in this place. They will spot it.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He misses with that straight left. Oh boy, Carl Frampton now in some serious trouble. And there it is. Carl Frampton goes down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we continue.
Let's talk about Frampton in that last round. He's been knocked down. Here's the bell for round 2. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Can't find a home for that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well done with that counter shot. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Counter punches. This is not where Carl Frampton wants to be. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
How about that time counter shot? Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Frampton in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Love the response, though.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Good counter punching. He threw a punch and just got countered. Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. And he fails to score with that left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Frampton now knocked backwards. He's... And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Frampton in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Get back out there.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The